Hey there, here I am, Ricky Dawkins here with episode 4 of How to Use Logic Pro X and Other DAWs Properly. In this time's episode, I'll be discussing MIDI, which is a computer program used by some DAWs for playing fake sounds. Even though they are fake, in some circumstances these MIDI sounds can sound good, particularly when combined with real analog sounds, as I'll demonstrate later on in this video. Merriam-Webster defines MIDI as a dress, skirt, or coat that usually extends to the mid-calf. I'm not sure why they named this computer program after an article of clothing, but it may have to do with the fact that the term originated in the late 1960s, a time in which women started wearing shorter clothing during rock concerts. Honestly, that's just my educated guess though. Ultimately, I don't really think it matters why the computer programmers chose the name MIDI. What matters is what the program actually does. I've received a few reactions to episode 1 of this series in which people questioned my anagram of DAW, Digital Analog Workplace, but I think this may be another classic example of how the English language varies from country to country and region to region. Even in California, where I live, people in the north say 101 and southerners say the 101 when referring to the same freeway. No discussion of MIDI would be complete without discussing two terms from classical music. I took classical piano lessons for a few months before my instructor quit teaching, and even though I wouldn't call myself a professional classical pianist, I did pick up a couple important tidbits, including these two, staccato and legato. The term staccato refers to short notes, while legato, as you may have guessed, refers to longer notes. You may ask, what does this have to do with MIDI? Well, I found that MIDI works really well for staccato sounds like drums, but can be disappointing for legato sounds like violins. Take a listen. You see how the drum... For instance, take a listen. You see how the drums are crisp and clear, while the violins don't really sound like real analog violins? Many film composers, such as Hans Zimmer and John Williams, use MIDI, but they usually blend it with real analog sounds, and also reverb and EQ and other effects in order to achieve a real warmth in the signal flow. I've read that some EDM composers only use MIDI sounds, like Skrillex, but it works in that genre because most of their sounds are staccatoed, as they're aiming mostly at a rhythmic propulsion that's intended to elicit a flight or fight response in the listener. I think that's why EDM clubs are so loud and scary, because some people really enjoy that sort of simulated emergency situation. Anyway, be careful when using MIDI in your own music. Me, myself, I only employ it for drum sounds. But as always in art, there is no right or wrong. Please like, subscribe, and comment and visit, and stay tuned to episode 5, in which we'll delve into mastering.